All right, let's try this again, child. Let's try this again. Let's see. Okay. Did you get the notification, Evie? You still didn't get the notification? Oh, well. Hey, Crispies, what's up? Tighten this up a little bit. All right. Okay, we're going to try this again. Y'all see my mask? Y'all see my mask that my mother made me? Come from Chez Trésor. Y'all see my mask? From Chez Trésor. Y'all see it's bedazzled? See it's all bedazzled out. Y'all see that? Hey, you see my bedazzled mask? Hey. Hey. All right, I'm trying not to get lipstick inside of it, child. And if I want to just be black, honey, I can just be black. You trying to watch the... Okay, well, go ahead, boo. I know you got, content to take care of, child. I ain't bad at you. I was just trying to do an experiment to see if the notification would go out, but I guess, I don't know. Because it seems like when I schedule it, the notifications go out. But when I don't schedule it, then that's when it seems like if I just hit the live button, then it seems like what? I guess there's really no rhyme or reason for it. So we're just going to keep it moving. We're going to make it do what it do. For the people who here, we're going to rock and roll. Because I ain't going to be on here that long, Let me give y'all a good little, give y'all an eye and get out. Because I don't have any shows on Tuesday night, I don't think. Oh, you know what? Somebody did tell me the Masked Singer was coming on tonight. But, child, that don't take but 5 minutes. I ain't worried about that. Girl, my camp getaway was out of control because they was getting on my nerves on this episode, child. Hey, Jonathan. Tuesday suck. I mean, I guess it depends on how you feel about them Tuesdays. How you doing, Jonathan? Okay, you back, Danny? Well, we just gonna rock and roll, y'all. We're gonna rock and roll. So I said unboxing. So this was my first unboxing. Y'all saw I did that one on my last live. James sent me a mask. You guys know he's making masks. You have to go to his website, www.shaytrésor.com. I'll put it in the chat. I know you are, Evie. I was getting on Adam. I had to let Adam have it. I just had to let Adam have it. I was so over him and his entitled fucking attitude. But anyway, child. So this is it. So thank you, mother. Thank you, Spilly Boy, for my mask. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. It was a nice surprise when I went to my mailbox today, child. Hold on. Oh, keep fogging up my lenses, child. Fogging up my lenses. Let me see here. Take a picture so I can thank him. Send him a picture of me wearing it. You haven't even watched Camp Giveaway. I don't have Bravo, so if they don't put the full episode on YouTube, then I don't know how I'm gonna watch it. Oh, how you don't? I thought Bravo was a part of I thought that was like basic cable. I didn't realize that Bravo wasn't included. My bad. No, Greenleaf. No. Greenleaf actually is not coming back until June the 23rd. And it's its final season. It's the 5th and final season. But, well, I guess we'll just jump ahead to the Greenleaf. But the news that I wanted to share with you guys is that there is going to be a spinoff. Now, I don't know. Hey, Latasha, how you doing? Now, I don't know what the spinoff is looking like. I don't know who's part of the spinoff, who isn't. I don't know what the spinoff is going to be covering. But there is going to be a spinoff. But, yes, the final season starts June the 23rd. Is the final season for Greenleaf. But there is a spinoff. I just got that word today. Now, again, I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what the spinoff consists of. I don't know who's in it, who isn't. I'm sure it will start to become evident, or apparent, I should say is the better word. As we go, as the season progresses, it'll start to be apparent what's kind of transpiring. I feel like if I had to guess, I'm thinking that the spinoff would sort of be like the Bishop and Mama would be gone, even though that damn Lady May is the best part of Greenleaf, okay? Because when I tell you a Lady May read, when I tell you Lady May be dropping gems. Yeah, that's what I think, Letitia. I think that's what I think, Letitia. I think we're going to be focusing more on the younger. I honestly think that's what it is. That is going to kind of be focusing more on the younger kids. I don't know that to be a fact, but if I had to guess, that would be my guess. Carissa and Jacob, you know what? They could be, because they would sort of maybe be like the new Lady May and Bishop, but I just don't know if I'm here for. Well, no, I ain't gonna say I know. I know I'm not here for a Carissa and Jacob. I can't do a whole hour of her. I couldn't do it. Certainly not watching anything focused around. Hell no. No, ma'am. Nope. You're right. Nope. No, ma'am. No Charity. Nope. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know if I want to watch anything focused around the daughter at this point, because she's become. I don't know. Let me be honest. I think Greenleaf is a good example. Now, I'm a reserve. The caveat on my statement that I'm getting ready to make is I'll wait and see how the season progresses. But from where I sit right now, and from sitting where I am right now, I would rather them leave it the way it is. Just end it. Like, I don't want to see it end. But if you're going to end it, I'd rather it just end than you giving me a spinoff of a bunch of characters that I don't really care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a great ensemble, because I think each character does enough that when they start to get on my nerves, I can actually kind of move into, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's other stuff I can focus on. Y'all know what I mean? I just don't know. But we'll see. That's what I'm saying. Sophia on my damn nerves too. You don't watch Greenleaf either? I didn't know. I don't know why I thought you watched Greenleaf. They said LaToya Luckett will still have a job. Oh, so LaToya Luckett. You know what? She wasn't on last season. I think if this season is going to end, I feel like they have to bring all of them back. They've got to finish that storyline up, because I feel like they left a lot hanging with the Black Basie and all of that. So I feel like we're going to see LaToya Luckett this season. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I feel like we could. Lady May's sister's character's background, because they leave a lot of unfinished storylines for her. I don't know. I feel like I needed Oprah to come back 3 seasons ago. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that. I feel like the best time to bring that up, or even last season when the daughter was in trouble. Like, I just feel like there have been opportunities. I think Oprah just left. I think Oprah did the first season and a half to sort of give it an audience, you know what I'm saying? And then she kind of was like, okay, peace. We've established the audience. Now moving on. Because I feel like there've been a lot of opportunities for her to come back if they really wanted her to come back that they didn't take advantage of. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. You didn't watch Greenleaf either, little baby. I forgot how last season ended. Doesn't Grace have a wayward son? Yeah, remember yeah, that's what it was, Natasha. The last season ended with Grace at that gravesite and that boy coming out the bushes. And some people said it was an angel. Some people said it was her real son. I could see both sides of that story. I could see both versions of that story work for me, to be honest with you. But I think in my review, I think I said it was her son, her real son, because I don't think that boy is her real son. I don't think that's her real son. I think that boy met her real son and maybe took on her real son's persona or something like that. But I don't think that's her real son. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's him. Your mama watches Greenleaf? Yeah, my mama love Greenleaf, child. I love Greenleaf. Shoot, I love it. That damn Lady May. Woo, baby. That damn Lady May. But yeah, so that's what I was going to say about Greenleaf, y'all. So my other unboxing, I already took it out the bag because I didn't know if I was going to come back or not. I didn't know if I was going to come back. But my other unboxing is my birthday shirt. I ordered. I have a shirt that I wear on my actual birthday, and it says something like a princess was born today or something along those lines about it being a day a princess was born or something like that. So that's the shirt I wear on my actual birthday. But this shirt I got, and it says July. It says July girl, right? And then I didn't realize, and this is my fault, I really would prefer that the writing not be white. I thought the whole shirt would be red, but c'est la vie. But it says July girl, and then on the shirt it says is most known for human lie detector and the realist, speaking fluent sarcasm, having zero tolerance for stupidity, being picky about almost everything, overthink, overlove, overfeel, and overdo, very friendly but dangerous when provoked. So this was my July shirt. I'll wear that for the month of July. That's all El Teddy want to know is where is Kevin, child. Kevin is gone. Yeah, I think that's why when I saw it, I was like, that describes me pretty good. I think that describes me to a pretty well. I think it does. You know what? Again, I do not like what they did with Queen Sugar last season. I don't like it. I don't like the way it ended. I don't like the whole trajectory of that storyline. I don't like it. So I don't know how I feel about this upcoming season because I really feel like last season they jumped the shark. I don't like what they did because I don't see a way out of what they've done without some ridiculous, crazy ass storyline. Like I don't see how they're gonna get out of that. You know what I mean? I feel like they painted themselves into a corner, unless it's some like Ocean's 11 type plan where everything has to line up and all of that. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't like how they did it. But we'll see. Queen Sugar had potential for greatness. The last two seasons were good. I don't know what happened after that. Oh, the first two seasons. Yeah, the first two seasons were absolutely. They were. The first two seasons were great. I don't want to sound like I'm being like I'm not being sensitive when I say what I'm getting ready to say. I feel like they did too much with the PTSD situation with the aunt and her ex-husband. I just feel like, and I understand it. Let me be clear. I understand that those things are not, easy. I understand what they were trying to do with that storyline and bring that whole, but I think I feel like they let it drag on too long. I feel like they did too much with that. At least for me, they did. Because I'm just like, so you just gone. I don't know. I just didn't like the way they did that. Hey, Lamont. You actually prefer the acting on Queen Sugar? Oh, the acting is phenomenal. Now, I'm going to give you that. The acting is phenomenal and the storyline is phenomenal. Because let me tell you the other thing about Queen Sugar that I'm not here for. And maybe it's me. And this goes back to my whole being a Cancer thing. Yeah, me and my sister would have. I don't see us. I don't see us ever getting back to a good place after what I don't forget. Y'all know I ain't good with names. I don't forgot all the damn characters' names now. But me and my sister, I don't know we could have ever gotten back to a good place. You wrote a tell-all book about my business. Like, it's one thing. Hey, it's me, D. Hey, boo. It's one thing to do a tell-all book with all of us. It's something Nova, thank you. It's something different when you doing a tell-all book and you telling all my business. And then you telling my most deepest, darkest secrets. Like, if I'm oh girl, and you just sat there and talked about how I done paid off the scripper that my husband knocked up and all that. I don't, because see, that's some borderline criminal shit. That's not your story to tell, Nova. That was not your story to tell. I just don't know. So for me, that's part of where I'm going to finish it because, like I said, I like Queen Sugar. But, baby, I do like the fact that they drug it out for the whole season, though, because, a lot of times when these shows, they give them this one episode and they all make up. So I do like the fact that Nova felt that. I like the fact that she had to feel it, that it extended for the whole season. But I still feel like she getting back in too easy for me. Now, maybe other people got that forgiveness in their heart like that. I don't. I'm just telling y'all now, I just don't. That's why my personality, and this is a Cancer thing. I can't speak for all cancers, but I'm speak for this Cancer. This a Cancer thing, and cancers that I know. We put up with a lot. We do. We love hard and we love long. But when we are done, when you have gotten us to the point where we're like, yeah, I'm fucking done. I'm done. And that don't mean if I see you, I gotta cuss you out. That just means don't call me no more. Like, I'm done. What? You know how you come in the middle of a conversation, Auntie, I can't watch Tyler Perry Land. I can't relate. Well, that's not Tyler Perry. Greenleaf and Queen Sugar are not Tyler Perry. That's Ava DuVernay. DuVernay, whatever. That's Ava. And for me, it's everything. Like, I love her. I love her shows. I just think that, unfortunately, I think sometimes with great dramas, there's a certain point where you've told the story. You know what I mean? And I think with Queen Sugar, last season, I think they gave me too much drama. Like, I feel like they gave me like when you were giving me the book and then Aunt Vi, and then the sister with the takeover with the mysterious people from out of town, and you was giving me too much. Then we learned the secret about Aunt Vi, and the white man Sam, and how she hid the son from him, and I feel like they just gave me too much. You just gave me too much in one season. Like, you really could have spread that out over 2 seasons, hell, maybe even 3. But I feel like you was giving me too much. You was throwing the kitchen sink at me, and it was just like pew, 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 pew. Like, you was throwing too much at me. As a Capricorn, I wouldn't be fucking with no, but she messed my career image in a town that already doesn't see it for me because I'm an outsider. And the way she wrote about Vi was disgusting. Yeah, my sister is a Cancer, and that is true. See, there you go, Naturally Fabulous. We on the same page. Yeah, listen. I like her, but I tried A Wrinkle in Time, and the film ruined the book for me. You know what? I still have not seen the movie. I reread the book before the movie came out because I wanted to be fresh and watch it, and it got such bad reviews. See, I'm one of those people that I can be swayed by a review. I really can. I eventually will probably watch it, but my zest for going to go see it was really washed out with all the bad reviews. Nova been complaining for a beatdown. Oh, been campaigning, child, since season 1. As her sister, we would have been for a child. From my understanding, David Makes Man did get renewed for a second season. Now, the question is, when are they going to start filming it? Or when were they supposed to start filming it? Because I'm almost certain I saw that it was renewed for a second season. But the young man that plays David, El Teddy will drop his name in the chat because you know El Teddy know his name, child. The young man that plays David, he's on Billions. He's on this season of Billions. But I'm almost certain it got a second season. Like I'm almost positive that I saw that. Oh, it is bad. Stick to the book, lead the movie. Okay, I hope Ava does well with these New Gods movie and doesn't ruin the comics for me. Oh, so Ava's doing, is that under Marvel or is that like a, because I don't know comics like that, so don't bite my head off. Look, it's me D. Akil McDowell, that's him. Achille McDowell, yep, that's him. Yeah. I have an idea, it's me D. I got something me and you can do together. It just came to me. It just came to me. I have an idea, something me and you can do this week. It's me D. If you have time, child, we'll talk about it. El Teddy, send me his Instagram or something like that so I can DM you. We could talk about it. It's a DC comic. Okay, so I don't know anything about it, obviously, and so she's the new director. Did you hear them? I did hear that they're gonna redo Scarface. So it's Michael B. Jordan's production company that's doing it. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about a remake of Scarface? How y'all feel about that? Y'all tell me. I sort of mixed about it. I sort of have mixed feelings about the remake of Scarface. I sort of have mixed feelings. Sometimes I just feel like classics just need to to me, Scarface is a classic. Like, it's just a fucking classic. Why? You can't just make a drug dealer kingpin movie. You can't just write your own drug dealer kingpin movie from the 1980s. Like, there are a million of them that you can make movies out. There were a million fucking drug dealers from the 1980s that you can make a movie out of. I just feel like you don't have to. Some shit, leave it alone. I'm fine. I like the original, but it can be remade. They need to stop remaking these movies. Okay. Hey, LaDonna. Hey, babes. Because let me be clear. I'm here for Michael. I can see Michael Jordan playing a ruthless drug dealer. Like, I'm here for that. I'm here for Michael B. Jordan playing the Black Scarface. But what I'm saying is, why do we have to redo Scarface? Why you can't just do a black gangster kingpin movie? Like, okay, you here for it? I have an idea. SBD, I got an idea right here. But probably have to. We'll talk. But if they do Scarface, what did to Steel Magnolias? I would be. Let me tell you something. Queen Latifah. I done always roll with you, Queen Latifah. I done fucked with you, Queen Latifah. You my girl. I love you, Queen Latifah. I kept your secrets, Queen Latifah. But let me tell you, don't you ever in your life, never, ever, ever in your life do no shit to nothing else that you did to Steel Magnolias. Because I'm going to find you my damn self. My damn self. There was some real black drug kingpin. That's what I'm saying, El Teddy. Like, I don't understand. You don't have to redo Scarface. You can still keep. Okay, and El Teddy, you would be more of an expert than I would be, but you can still keep the same city. You know what I mean? You can still keep the same backdrop. You can still keep the same time period, the same time frame, all of that. It just doesn't have to be a remake of Scarface. Like, I just Jeffrey Wright play him, not Michael B. Jordan. Oh, Jeffrey Wright. I was right in the most of writing how they ruined stomach. What they did to Still Magnolias was a crime. It was a fucking crime. This is how bad it was. After I got done watching the remake of Still Magnolias, bitch, I had to go watch the original. I said, I will not leave that bad taste in my mouth. No, I will not. That won't stay in my mouth. Damn it. Who the hell keeps... Oh, it's a group chat. Let me turn my ringer off, child. Because they, you know how group chats, when somebody start a conversation, it's just like people that talking. Like, you could be in a group chat and won't nobody say nothing for a week, and then somebody will say something and it'll spark. That's what's going on, child. Only books to movies I can rewatch are Hunger Games, James and John, Peach, and Divergent. You know what? When I worked at the jail, I did a whole series on the Hunger Games trilogy and the Divergent trilogy. Because, you know, we had to be very creative when I worked at the jail. Because they had us in 90-minute blocks, but them kids were not ready for a 90-minute. They couldn't do 90-minute blocks. Like, that just wasn't it. So we would break myself and the English teacher, we worked together a lot, and we broke up the class periods to, you know, the first half would be, you know, instruction, and then the second half we would do like movies or, you know, that kind of thing, because we're very limited in what you can do in a jail setting as well. They don't want the kids getting up and doing a lot of moving around, because, you know, you have guards in there with you, and so it's just a lot for them to have to pay attention to. So they don't want us doing a whole lot of like getting up and moving around type shit. They want the mugs to sit down and stay in the seat. So whatever it is, you got to bring it to them. And so myself and the English teacher wrote, I mean, we had help from the internet. I ain't gonna say we originally did it ourselves, but we worked on a whole trilogy lesson with the Hunger Games and with Divergent. It was great. It was a great series of how we connected it to like history and like trying to create a utopian society and what it looks like when you try to create a utopian society. And we connected it to communism and like the idea of that we're all equal. Everybody has their place in society. It'll be great. It'll be perfect. Everybody will be happy. Clearly that did not happen. So we had fun with it. We had a lot of fun with it. I did the exact same thing. I went right to Netflix and watched the original. Okay. Because that's one of my favorite movies. That damn Still Magnolias. That daggone Dolly Parton. Exactly. I agree with you, Miss Tomlinson. Tricia Tomlinson. I agree. Oh, Boardwalk Empire is my shit. Oh, you think we should do it as a retro review? I don't know. El Teddy, what you think? You think that would be a great retro review? That would be interesting as a retro review, because I'll be honest, I haven't looked at it since it went off. I'm not good for rewatching stuff. Like, yeah. Like, I can honestly say there are certain things that I have rewatched. Like The West Wing, I've probably looked at the full season of The West Wing at least 3 times, because to me, that is the greatest television show that ever existed. Now, I have watched The West Wing at least 3 times. From start to finish. Yeah. You know, Danny, what I was thinking about doing a retro review of? I was thinking about, and I will bring you in on this. If I did this as a retro review, I would bring you in on this one, Danny. The Gilmore Girls. Me and Danny have had very extensive conversations about the Gilmore Girls, child. Hey, loving my peace. Hey, boo. The Divergent trilogy and movies are garbage. I don't agree, Danny. Now, I didn't like the books. When I finally listened, this Divergent is one of the very few. It's one of the very few books that became movies where I like the movie better than the book. I absolutely hate how Divergent ended in the book. I hate it. but the movie I can live with. Now now I'm not crazy about the third installment of Divergent. The third movie I wasn't here for it. I really wasn't. As an overall series, I could live without the third part. But the book, I hated how the book ended. Hated it. Sally Field and that funeral scene take you out every time, baby. Well, I know, yeah, it has a whole different meaning for you, babe. I would love to see the Crystals and Harriet's daughter adopted as films. Google had these books and they're both good. I don't know nothing about that, Isme. You got to help me out with that one. I've never heard of it before. A lot of things that were in the Hunger Games you would not know unless you read the books. I read the book. That's how I actually got into the Hunger Games, because at the time I was working at a charter school and we were doing each department had a book, like a literacy thing we were doing that year. Initiative that year was each department had a book. And the first half of the year, there was this math book that everybody had to read, and there were lesson plans that were throughout every discipline. And then the second half of the year, it was the Hunger Games, the first book, and there were lesson plans for the English and social studies departments. It was lesson plans. And so, because I had no interest in the Hunger Games, I saw the previews for the movie, and I was like, when she said I'm gonna give myself a tribute, I thought it was dealing with cannibalism and shit. I said, I was like, what did she get? What tribute? And then I read the first book and I couldn't put it down. I had to, like, I read the first book, and the first book the school gave us, literally, I finished that book on like a Friday night, Saturday night. Like, I literally got up the next day, drove straight to Barnes and Noble, and had to buy the next two because I was like, yes, this book is so good. Like, I couldn't put it down. Boardwalk would be a retro review for me. I haven't seen it. Oh, you haven't seen it? I didn't know the kids had schooling in the detention centers, learn something. Oh, yeah, because by law, they still have to go to school. Yeah, they absolutely go to school. Absolutely, they still go to school. Yeah. And the way, depending on how big or small the detention center is, it depends on how the kids are broken up. At least in my experience. I can only speak for Maryland and DC. But depending on how big the facility is, and the needs of the kids as far as the crimes that they commit. Like, the kids are not grouped together by age or anything. They generally try to keep the certain groups, age groups together, but they're grouped together based on their charges. So, like, for example, you might have a whole unit of kids that are dealing with mental issues that will probably be the equivalent of like a special ed classroom. I'm not saying that all kids with special ed have mental issues. I'm just saying we knew that we had to take special care with that particular group of kids. Y'all know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them were dealing with some issues. You might have a unit that most of the kids there are there for some sort of sexual crime. Like, no, that's a lie. I just told y'all a lie. They wouldn't do that because they didn't want the kids to be singled out if they knew they were there for some sort of sexual crime. That's the opposite. My bad. The opposite. They would blend them in. But yeah, they would be grouped like that. But anyway, yeah. I just want Spike Lee to do the movie story of the Central Park origin. That would be interesting. I've heard, now, Lamone, over the years, I've heard different things. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I don't know the whole story, but I've definitely heard there are some there's some interesting things there with that, connected to that. Excuse me. It was an amazing show. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get caught up in the comments. Oh, you've only seen the Queen Latifah one? Girl, you bet. Ash, you need to go see the original Still Magnolias. I'm telling you. If you've only seen that version, then you probably think that it's great and it's fine. But I'm here to tell you, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm a fan of anything with Michael K. Williams. Yeah, I love him. Can I do a retro? You know what? Somebody was asking about The Corner before. I can't say, I'm not going to say no. I'm going to say not right now. I don't know if I can do The Wire and The Corner at the same time. Like that just take. I don't know if I can. But I'm not gonna say no. Because I've been getting some, and I think all of us have, Elsetti and Abby can speak to this. I've been getting some really great responses to the retro reviews. So it's definitely something I'll keep doing because people are responding, people are enjoying them, people are, participating and leaving comments and all that good stuff. But like I said, I'm not going to say no. I'm going to say right now. I'm obsessed with post-apocalypse books and comics. Apocalyptic. I can never say that word. Post-apocalyptic. That's it. Apocalyptic comics. Oh, okay. So you obsessed with the end of the world. Okay, cool. Lord, yes. I watched 59 times on West Wing. Yes, girl. And I've even used episodes of the West Wing in my classroom. Like not the whole episode, but excerpts of different scenes. Baby. Hey, Fayette. Mwah, mwah. Missed you too, girl. I haven't gone live in a long time. I think it's probably been about a week since I've been live. You would think that I would have way more time on my hand, but I really feel like my day is over before it begins. But part of that is because I'm not sleeping. Part of that's because I'm not going to bed at night and I'm sleeping till noon. So my day is halfway over. You know what I'm saying? So I need to take my ass to bed and get up in the morning, which I'm trying to. I'm trying to be out the bed no later than 9 o'clock. Like I'm trying to be out the bed, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I have not been very successful with that. But I've been setting my alarm clock. Like today, I got up at a decent time. Like Sunday, I actually woke up at like 9:30, but then I laid in bed, and by the time I like physically got out the bed, it was afternoon. I'm trying to do better. You're currently rewatching Designer Women in Boston. Listen, let me tell you about Boston Legal being my shit. I love me some Boston Legal. Okay, y'all, I'm behind on the comments. Hold on, let me get caught up. The scene where they visit Rue's district get me, and oh yes, yes. Our school still making kids read Jane Eyre and Lord of the Flies. I think so. Don't quote me on that one though, because I don't teach English, so don't quote me on that. I think I'm almost certain about Lord of the Flies. I don't know about Jane Eyre. I'm old school. I grew up on The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. I didn't read them either, child. And I couldn't stand those movies. I ain't watched none of that. Well, I'm telling a lie. I did watch the first 2 Lord of the Rings. I still ain't never seen the 3rd one. And I never saw The Hobbit, child. I just couldn't do it. The first 2 movies, but yeah, that's what I'm saying, Danny. That last one, I couldn't do it. I never thought she would end up with Peter. It was really good. Yeah. And Rue was a dark-skinned girl. That was the way the book describes her. Well, Spike Lee is doing a Vietnam War movie that highlights Black people's treatment, and Nam is coming to Netflix. Okay. I'm not big on war movies, so I'm not going to say I won't check it out. I'm not going to say I'm just war movie. I don't. As much as I love history, I hate war movies. I don't do war movies. Like I've never seen Saving Private Ryan. And when I went to visit Normandy, when I was in the last time when I was in Paris, we went down to Normandy. Best friend Abby is a historian too, but he likes the military side of it. So we went down to Normandy so we could like go to the beaches of Normandy. And of course, everybody on the tour had seen Saving Private Ryan 5,000 times, and I had never seen it. And they all looked at me like, huh? And I was like, what? I was like, was that a prerequisite for the tour? Did y'all? I think y'all forgot to tell me that part because I didn't know I needed to see the movie in order to enjoy the tour. Child. Oh, okay. I got you. It's me, D. Okay. I was just happy, D. I was just happy she was Black. You know how they like to do. Exactly. That's my thing too, child. I was just listening. Will we be doing another live discussion of The Wire? Yes, we will. We will. Also, I was too young to know The Sopranos. I wouldn't mind them being added to the list, whatever you get to. I did enjoy The Sopranos. I enjoyed The Sopranos until the last season. The Sopranos went the way of a lot of shows where it was such a successful show that, but it was time to end it. I just think they overthought it. I think they were just overthinking the ending. Keep making our skin lighter, like making good. You know what? You know what? I never got into Maze Runner. My students told me I needed to go read Maze Runner, and I just never did. And I never saw the movie either. Both novels are still toy. Okay, don't do Megan Good. Oh Lord, here we go, Megan Good. I've done all the Tolkien movies. I have fantasy epic adventure movie. Yeah, not my thing. Not my thing. Saving Private Ryan is so good. Next, you're going to say you ain't watched Full Metal Jacket. No, I have watched. Let me tell you something. I have watched Full Metal Jacket, but let me tell you why I have watched Full Metal Jacket. Because my best friend, Langston, has the whole thing memorized, and I've probably watched it over his house a million fucking times. I could call him right now, and if he actually answered the phone, and I could probably call him right now and say Full Metal Jacket, and he probably would just immediately go into dialogue from the movie. Like I probably wouldn't have to give him any further prompting, but Full Metal Jacket, and it would just be like blah, 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 blah. So yes, I have seen Full Metal Jacket. But it wasn't until I met him. I'd never seen it until me and him started hanging out. And that's, like I said, that's because over his house, yeah. I think the retro reviews are such a good idea because we won't be getting any new. Well, that's where the idea came from, Brianna. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You had PTSD from Full Metal Jacket. Child. Nope, not Platoon. I'll probably never go see Platoon. I told you, I'm just not a war movie person. I'm just not. Like I said, me and him went to go see, because me and him used to go to the movies like every week. We used to go to the movies. And it was, what movie was that came out? I saw Black Hawk Down with him, and I saw, what was that other movie? It was based on a true story about the sniper during World War II out of Russia. The Russian sniper in World War II. Oh God, what's the name of that movie? Anyway. Yeah, I saw both of those. I can honestly probably say the only war movies I've seen from beginning to end probably was his influence, because we're both into history, but he's into military history. Like he was in the army. Like I can watch. Like he takes the fun out of watching the History Channel, because we could be watching a documentary, right, about the type of underwear Hitler liked to wear. I don't know. It could be something. It could be something about that, right? They'll show one scene of a plane in the air, and he will go off on a 20-minute diatribe about the fact that that's the wrong plane, because that plane wasn't invented until 1970, and the first time it was flown in war combat was in the Vietnam War, and that did not exist in World War II. And I'm like, I really don't give a fuck. I want to know what kind of underwear Hitler wear. Like I don't care. So he's that person, and I'd be like, I don't care that that's the wrong plane. I don't care. Okay. Nah, I ain't want to see G.I. Jane either. I had no interest in Demi Moore shaving her head off. Nope. The Maze Runner has a lot of chapters, but are very short. Yeah, like I said, my students told me that I should read the Maze Runner, and I just never did. I think I might have been out by that time. I think I might have been just over that whole genre at the time. He's a killjoy, but he's not a killjoy. It's because it's just like, for him, he's like, see, that's not even right, because that's the F-18. The F-18 wasn't invented until 1956, and this supposed to take place in 1942. In 1942, it would have been the F-9, the F-15. I'd be like, I don't really give a fuck. I'd be like, I don't care. You would love G.I. Jane, child. Hurt Locker, nope. Have no interest in seeing it. Yep, don't even know what you're talking about, El Teddy. I'm assuming that's a quote from the movie. Don't know nothing about it. Yeah. So, read Harriet's Daughter is really good. Okay, hold on. Let me write it down, because I'll forget, y'all. Y'all know I'm going to forget. Let me write it down. Let me put it right here. Harriet's Adults. I could probably put it on my Kindle right now. Harriet's Adults. Let me see. Let me go to my book list because I have a whole list of books that people recommend to me. Because if not, I will forget. Oh, damn. That's what I meant. I knew it was something. I meant to include that in my Wire review. The novel that Bunk was reading when they were in this episode of The Wire, that novel that Bunk was reading was by Laura Lippman. Laura Lippman she writes novels, and she's from Baltimore, and all of her novels, the city is from Baltimore. Like, it's the city of Baltimore. And she gives all kind of like historical stuff about Baltimore. I mean, she plays a detective. Like, I mean, she writes about her main character is a detective. A private eye, a female private eye who grew up in Baltimore. She white, but she grew up in Baltimore. And so when I saw it, I thought it was interesting. Hey, what's up, Lady T? It was cool. I thought it was interesting because I like Laura Lippman's books too, but all of her books are about they take place in the city of Baltimore. That's what I was looking for. Did I put the movie in, or you mean the book? Did I write the book down? I did write the book down. That's my baby daddy. He retired Navy and history buff. He stayed trying to educate toward movies. Child. Well, him and Langston would get along fine. I saw Red Tails, but I didn't like it. I mean, I saw it, but I wasn't crazy about the story. Yeah, I wrote it down. Shane was boring as Western book. I don't really like Westerns either. Now, I'm going to tell you what I do enjoy. One of my favorite authors ever in this whole wide world is Beverly Jenkins. And she writes Black historical novels. And a couple of her books are Westerns. The characters are like cowboys and stuff like that. But it's Black people, so I'm here for it. Because a lot of her books are historical as well. She gives you the backstory. You'll be learning stuff about Black folk in the 1980s. I mean, in the 1880s. And you'll be like, I did not know that shit. And it's interesting. And especially Black Native Americans. Oh my gosh. She gives some great stories. She great stories. What? 310 to Yuma was so good. Ben Wait. What? I don't even understand what that means. 310 to Yuma was so good. I don't know what Ben. Okay, it was written by Ben Wade. Is that what you're saying? Now I'm gonna tell you, I did see Tombstone. Is that the one where you like, I'm your Huckleberry? Is that Tombstone? I'm your Huckleberry. Yeah, that's Tombstone. I did see Tombstone. Mm-hmm. But I only saw Tombstone so I would get the reference of I'm your Huckleberry. Because my uncle used to say that all the time when we were playing cards. And if you play cards, if you play spades or bid whist, or hell, even pinochle for that matter, and you get to a point where you start talking shit, and my uncle used to always be like if you're looking for a card, you're looking for that joker, and that's gonna bump you, or that one card that's gonna bump you. My uncle used to be like, I'm your Huckleberry. So I had to get the reference. So that's why I watched the movie. So I knew what the fuck he saw. I mean, I knew what he meant, but I wanted to see it in the movie. Like, I understood what the fuck he meant. But I wanted to see it in context. What's the name of the Black? Beverly Jenkins. I would have to look at her list. Hold on. I'll Google it. Give me a second. Posse. I actually have Posse in my DVD collection. Posse is actually. Oh Lord, El Teddy JLC just went live. Go do recognizance. Go see what she's talking about, El Teddy. Go do recognizance. I'm still actually subscribed to her, so I got the notification. Beverly Jenkins. So if I were to recommend one of her Westerns, my favorite Western, let me see. I really recommend all her books. Honestly, I would recommend all of her books. But if I had to go specifically to If I had to go specifically to like give you a recommendation of which one I would recommend first, let me see. Wild Rose was a good. I mean, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see. I'm about to say I hadn't read that one, but it ain't out yet. I'm about to say, hold up, I ain't read that one yet, and I've read every Beverly. Now you talk about reading something 3 or 4 times. I have read every Beverly Jenkins book at least 2 or 3 times. She writes about the Black pirates. She writes about the rich Black folk that were down in Louisiana. She writes about, and then she also has contemporary novels that are like, you know, about Black spies and stuff like that. Um, Let me see. Which one is this? Let me look. Let me look because I don't want to take up too much time. But she has because there's she does a lot. She does a few trilogies, and there's actually a couple of trilogies that there's a trilogy specifically that I'm thinking of, and that's the one I want to tell you. That's the one I want to recommend. But I'd have to really look through it. But if you just Google it does have romance in it, It's Me D. But let me tell you something. You can just skip through the romance because it's really a good book. And she gives so much historical information about the Black cowboys and what life was like out west for Blacks. And like I said, she writes about a lot of stuff. She writes about New Orleans. She's written a book about Philly, and she writes a lot. The bulk of her books are dealing with towards the end of slavery and Reconstruction, like during that time period, like the mid 1800s through the late 1800s. Okay, well, It's Me Dee, you may not like it, but I'm telling you, they're good books. They're really good books. Each book is standalone. She does have a couple of like trilogies, but even if you pick it up and you didn't read the first one or the last one, it still could be a standalone book. Like the only thing is that some of the characters will carry over, but not the storylines to the point where you like, oh shit, I gotta go back and read the other book because I don't know what they're talking about. Not like that. Mm-mm. Yeah, but she's my favorite. She's my favorite writer. Like she's probably my favorite contemporary writer. My favorite writer ever is James Baldwin, but she's probably my favorite contemporary writer. And Langston Hughes. Love is cheesy. I mean, it is what it is. It's Me D. It is what it is. Love is cheesy, baby. Love is cheesy. Yeah. Okay, so let me get to the rest of these hashtags and then let me get off of here, child, because I said I'm trying to go to bed at a decent time, child. I'm not going to bed this early, but I got stuff to do. So, one of my other hashtags was Magic Johnson. So Magic Johnson and his company, well, one of his companies, they are pledging $100 million to help small businesses and specifically Black female-owned small businesses who, for whatever reason, did not get the stimulus check. You know, the checks, the money that they were given to small businesses to help them stay afloat. So he is pledging $100 million of his money. Well, you know, his company money, to help support Black female small businesses that have been, you know, obviously affected by what's going on and did not, for whatever reason, get any relief from the government, get any of the money from the government. And I thought that was awesome. Yeah, they'll reintroduce characters, It's Me D, but not to the point where if you didn't read the previous book, you can't follow what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, my favorite book, don't tell Arkansas Mo, you stupid. My favorite book by Beverly Jenkins is Indigo. If anybody but you specifically want a Western, so that's why I have to look it up. But anybody who were to ask me, where should I start with Beverly Jenkins? For me, I'm telling people my favorite book by them in the beginning is Indigo. It deals with the Underground Railroad and it deals with black people who were like conductors. Like it's like a Harriet, but not Harriet. You know what I'm saying? But it talks about black people who you know, the Underground Railroad and stuff like that. That's my favorite. Child, yeah, we not telling Arkansas Mo nothing. Shit, Arkansas Mo already got his. Child. DJ. Oh, that's my DJ. Hold on a quick second, and then we're gonna talk about growing up hip hop, and then I'm gonna close it out. Hold on, give me a quick second. Hold on, y'all. Quick second. I'm back. Sorry. Hey, YBS Mary, how you doing? All her covers got half naked couples on them. I'm just saying, because it's the men. I want my soul. Hey, Dominique Graham, how are you? So, okay. Last but not least, I saw a little clip today about growing up hip hop. Now, first of all, Egypt said that she quit. She said that show is not accurately portraying her. It's putting her in a negative light, and that she needs to walk away from things that do not serve her in a positive way. I'm paraphrasing what she said. Then Master P released some raw footage of him talking to production and explaining to production, you know, that he didn't like the way they took some footage and they edited it up and they chopped it up and they made it look one way, and that's not how it really went down. Going back to the scene, for those of you who watch Growing Up Hip Hop, going back to the scene where Romeo was talking to Angela about after you know, Sutton was killed, and when he was like, I'll be here for you, and the way they edited it made it seem like her and Romeo were going to try to be in a relationship together, and that's not, according to Romeo, that's not what she said. That's not how that scene went down. That they took that and they edited it and they made it look the way they wanted it to look. Master P was saying how, you know, the key to freedom for everything is ownership. So even though Romeo and Angela were producers, I guess they didn't have any ownership claim in how they were shown or how they were portrayed. He said he wishes nothing but love to the Simmons family. He said that's why, he said him and Romeo quit the show 6 months ago, and that's why Romeo wouldn't talk on camera, because they were just done and they were over the show. So here's my thing. I'm here for all of that. But here's my issue. What did that have to do with Angela? Why did you stop? Like, that's fine. But you could have called Angela behind the scenes, even if in real life you and Angela were never that close, even if it was all for the show and it was all a fake relationship. That's fine. I can live with that. You won't be the first person to do that on a reality show. My problem though is if you leaving, we leaving. Like if we came in this together and you made a decision to leave, I don't understand why you would not respectfully call me and have a conversation with me behind closed doors, away from the cameras, and say, look, bruh, what they doing is some bullshit. And I'm about to get up out of here. You do what you gonna do, but I'm out. Me and my dad, we out. The fact that, hey, Diamond Dory, how you doing, baby? The fact that you left the rest of them hanging, the fact that you didn't let anybody know what was going on, that's the part that I still have a problem with. I can understand everything you saying, Master P. You fine, that's cool. And that's unfortunately that's how shit go. But the fact that you left everybody else hanging, that's the shit that I'm not. I can't fuck with. I'm tired of people getting on reality TV. Hold on. I'm tired of people getting on reality TV to expose the real. If things ran how they wanted to, it would be even more. It would be an even more boring show. Yeah, little baby. And that's why Samantha got fired. So Egypt quit. Oh, that's what happened. Sam got fired. Sincere. For real? Sam got fired. So now both of them unemployed. Child bye. Anyway, yeah, they did a very bad trickery with that editing. Yeah, and that's, you know what, Diamond Door, and here's the thing. We've been hearing that since the beginning of reality TV. We know they sensationalize stuff. We know they play stuff up for the camera. Hell, they could have taken this and turned it into a storyline if you had told people what the fuck you were doing. But the fact that you just stopped speaking to people, that I still feel like it's more to the story. And I get it that Romeo, he felt like it was making him look bad or it was spinning him in a bad light. I get that. I do. But I still don't like the way you handled it. I just don't, because I don't believe that they lying on you. I don't believe that Angela, Joe, I don't believe that the Simmonses are lying on you. I don't believe that. I don't believe that they're making up a story that you just left them hanging. I believe that's what happened. And they were sitting around trying to figure out, well, what the hell? Like, what the hell? And I'm mad. SVD, I caught the silkworm. Those people have to make a TV, to make TV. If they aren't going to make good TV, then the producers will. Exactly. I agree with that. No one wants to film with Sam. Oh, Samantha. So that's why they cut him record, according to Brianna. Well, I can agree with that. I can believe that, because here's the thing. If you pay attention to this season, you don't see Egypt and Sam at a lot of, like, you had the birthday party. But outside of the engagement party and Twist's birthday party, so far this second half of the season, we ain't seen Sam and Egypt at nothing. Egypt went to Jamaica and she filmed those whole 2 episodes. She was in Jamaica. Sam wasn't with nobody. Like, nobody, I feel it. Nobody wants to. Child, Romeo was stupid, and we see him now. He mad. Romeo always seemed to come off as a living for his dad, not an adult. It was annoying. Yeah, I could agree with that. Romeo just can't hush and stay in front of the cameras with no shirt on. Well, I'm okay with that too. Now, y'all know I'm close to Pep, and she said a lot of this stuff is exaggerated with Egypt. I did not know you were close to Pep, Jonathan. Here's the thing. I get it that it's exaggerated with Egypt, but this is what I also feel like too. And you know her, so I could be this is just me from the outside looking in. I still feel like we're getting the real Sam. I still feel like that's who Sam is. And as long as that's who Sam is, then I don't think that's who I have a problem with them being together, and I have a problem with Pep supporting that shit. That's just me. I like Pep, but child, the infamous birthday party, yeah. I mean, again, here's my issue with Egypt, and this is just taken away from the show. This don't have nothing to do with the show. This is just in general. I feel like Egypt and Pep have not used this show to help Egypt out. I feel like out of all of the people on this show, well, not all of them, I shouldn't say that, because this show, I'm not going to say all of the people on this show, but I'm going to say Egypt had a great opportunity to turn this whole situation into a career situation for her, and she didn't. Like, she did. She started off the first 2 seasons on the show. Egypt was doing music. We saw her in the studio. We saw her trying to make moves. I have seen nothing in the last 2 seasons of Egypt doing anything constructive other than being up Sam's ass. We have to have exaggerated sensationalism with this. Otherwise, there would be nothing to watch, everything, including the news. Well, I agree. The scene where Sam whistled at Egypt like a dog, child. Or even in that last episode where he described that he was like, so I had to take the collar off of her. Bitch, what? So is she your dog? Bad choice of words. Master P co-signed Romeo's lack of communication is sad. Master P been co-signed this bullshit for a minute. I love Lil Twist. I love Lil Twist. She supports it for TV, but the truth is, Pep, sadly, is about $1. Well, that's clear. And I hate to say it like that, but that's clear. I like Mary's ex-stepchild, Brianna. I want her to have a proper storyline, though. She's definitely grown. She's definitely evolved. I think that, and I said this before, Brianna was brought on the show to be the firecracker. Like, that first season, this is what I feel like happened with Brianna. That first season, Brianna was brought on the show as Mary J. Blige's stepdaughter. Remember, also around that time was when she got beat up by her boyfriend at the time. So she had a storyline. She was bringing star power and she had a storyline. But in the interim of that first season, Mary J. Blige left Kendu. That whole situation was nasty. And they wanted her to exploit it for the show. And 1, she wasn't going to do it. And 2, she couldn't because she wasn't close enough to it to really, like, she couldn't get Mary J. Blige on the phone. She couldn't get Mary J. Blige to do a scene with her. So then I think the promoters were kind of like, the producers were kind of like, so in order for us to keep you on the show, this is what we need you to do. And I think they gave Brianna her marching orders and she did it on 20. Because if you listen to Brianna, Brianna has been through a lot. She's got a story to tell. She's been through a lot of shit. She's been through a lot. Like, did y'all know that Brianna had a child? Like, we've never heard her child on the show. We've never heard her talk about a child. I didn't know Brianna had a child. Did not know. I too know her from New Jersey. Pep was not herself. An actress is what I saw while watching the show. I just realized Lil Twist was the child I used to be with. Yeah, he's the one that used to be with Justin Bieber. Lil Twist. I enjoy Lil Twist. Yeah, she did. Brianna lost a lot of weight too. I just hope she did it the right way. Pep faked her way through each season. Pep comes off as a popper or drunk on the show. Sorry, Jonathan and Diamond. Pep always got a drink in her hand, child. Anytime you see Pep, whether it's any of the reality shows that she's been on, Pep always got some wine in her hand, child. Okay. Pep is another one that I feel like the more and more this show went on, the more and more the parents became more involved. And that's kind of why I really had stopped reviewing it, because I was like, why am I seeing more of Damon Dash and Pep than I'm seeing of the kids? And it's supposed to be growing up hip hop. Like, especially when Damon Dash was taking over the show, I was like, I'm not doing this. Because he irritates my soul. He irritates my every being. We don't learn about Bree's child until the debacle with the producers. We didn't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only reason why I knew about Bree's child was I follow her on Instagram. I did not know. I did not know. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you too, Sincere. She did an interview with Jason Lee on Hollywood Unlocked. Google Hollywood Unlocked, or go to YouTube and just look up Hollywood Unlocked, Brianna Simone. Not Simone. I'm thinking about Brianna Pettyville. But if you Brianna, growing up hip hop or whatever, you put in the right code words. Y'all know what I'm saying. She did an interview with Jason Lee. Her and Jason Lee are friends in real life, and they've known each other for years. And some of the stories that she tells, you'll be like, damn, girl. But she's definitely, and so I almost wish that the producers let her give more of that part of her story. And maybe she didn't want to tell it, And I feel like Brianna was cool with being the rebel rouser. You know what I mean? I feel like she was cool with being the rah person. Pep still loves the spotlight. I remember the way she used to be on her show with Salt and Pepper. Yeah. Oh, she definitely does. Not I'm a fan of wine, girl. I'm a fan. You know, I like. Well, I like. Y'all know I like my Jack. Please do not get me started with Damon Dash. That interview with Jason Lee was yeah, that was a great interview. Hey, L Love. All right, you guys. Yeah, it was definitely a great interview. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there because Master P. And again, we knew it was more to the story. And none of us, anybody who watches reality TV / reviews reality TV, we all know, like Lil Baby said, there's a level of sensationalism. We know that the editing is done for a certain purpose. If you watch my reviews, you'll even hear me say sometimes I'll even say, well, at least based on the editing, da-da-da-da-da-da. Because I know sometimes it's more to stories than what we're seeing. I understand that editing is done to entertain me. I get it. And I'm okay with that. And the way I feel about reality shows at this point in the game, anybody who agrees to go on a reality show, you can't say you weren't warned. Like, you absolutely know what you're getting yourself into. And depending on how respectable, for lack of a better word, respectable the production is, then you kind of know what you're getting into. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, if you're on a VH1 show, I'm on a Scott Young, like, you have a whole, like, one of my biggest pet peeves is when new people come on these reality shows and they say, oh, well, I never watched that show. Why the fuck wouldn't you watch it? If I'm getting ready to go on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, trust and believe I'm about to go binge watch season 1 through whatever season we on now. I'm going to know everything that ever happened. I'm going to know everybody's history. I'm going to know who did what, who slept with who said this, regardless of whether it was just for the show. Oh, I'm going to know who you are before I step foot on that scene. Now, I understand that Mona might give me a storyline and I might have certain things I have to follow, but I'm going to know who's who and what's what. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is when people say, oh, I never watched the show. Really? Like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you never watched the show. Like, when Kim Fields came on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I was like, girl. Like, come on, Kim. You too smart for this. You too smart for this. Right. And even if you didn't watch, you heard exactly. Yeah, I found Brie to be, even when Brie was getting on my nerves, I liked her because I felt where it was coming from was a place of pain. Even when Brie was ready to fight at a moment's notice, I felt like it was a place of coming from a place of pain. I always felt like that. To be a Black woman to sign up for Real Housewives of Atlanta and not know about it at this point would be ridiculous. Exactly. No one. It's some. I ordered you some pizza. I got extra cheese on it. If you want it. Oh, thank you. Ciao. No one has control like Shawnee does on Basketball Wives. Okay, girl. Sean, yes. You're going to know all the past games. Yeah, I'm like, it's no way I would do. Like, that's, to me, it's the same as you getting a new job and you're not Googling your company. Like, who wouldn't Google to find out, even if it's just the basics? Like, of course, you wouldn't know all the inside water cooler gossip, but you're going to go to a new job and not know something about your company? Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Brianna was loud and annoying at first, but was honest. She was always honest whether you wanted her to be or not. They can't play. You are feeling exactly what I was going to talk. Oh. Thank you, Diamond Dory. Girl, yeah, Kim Fields should have never went on. Did you see when Kim Fields' sister was trying to tell her, like, girl, are you sure? Because Kim Fields' sister knew. Kim Fields' sister was like, are you sure? Are you sure that's what you're trying to do? Like, I feel like Kim Fields' sister would have been a better fit for Real Housewives than damn Kim Fields. But see, that was a money move. Kim,
you know about Alexis from Moesha?
Yes, Alexis from Moesha. You know, I'm live just so you know.
I did not know that was her sister until like one.
You can tell by the mouth. They got this. Her mama, Kim. All of them got the same mouth.
No, I was going down like the Google Wikipedia spiral, and like I just discovered that was her sister one day.
I agree on YBS Mary. Every job interview I have ever gone on, I have always Googled the where I'm going. whether it's a school, whether it's anything. They say hi, niece.
Hi.
Hi. The girl is a mess. Okay. Right. They L love. You know I ain't lying. They all got that same mouth. That y'all know I ain't lying. Kim's sister was more organic, in my opinion. Kim was trying too hard. Yeah, but also Kim's sister got a little hood in her. Like Kim Phil's sister, she got a little hood in her. She got a little. You know what? It's Me D was at the season where Nene got her new nose. Nene has had 3 new noses, so I'm gonna need you to pick one. Which one? She. Child, don't get me started on Nene.
Remember, she got a fix.
Right. Kim Fields is a sweetheart. That's why I don't know why she went on that show. Like, again, do your research. Like, I could see her going on a reality show, but that was not her reality show. I could see, I think I said this on a live once before. I could see Kim Fields creating her own reality show that would highlight like female directors and like have them going on like almost like an American Idol for female directors, and almost go on like they would have a series of challenges as it relates to directing. Because Kim Fields has done a lot of behind the camera stuff. She's done a lot of directing, and I could see her creating her own lane when it comes to reality shows. But going on the Real Housewives wasn't it. That wasn't it. Yeah, she did. She made a mistake. But you know what I can appreciate? She got the hell up off of there. She was like, yeah, this ain't working. We're going to mutually part ways.
Did Kenya ever say why she bullied her?
Kenya bullied her because Kenya's a bully. Like, she did because she could. That would be good too, Diamond Dory. A child star show. That would be good. That would be a good one too. Yeah, I could see something like that. But the Real Housewives, and for her not to be that, for her not to have that personality. Like, there's some people that could go on the show and they have that personality, but she just that ain't her. That ain't child. They do have the same mouth. That's what I'm saying. You could tell, them Fields women. They got that overbite, and you could tell that all of them got their teeth fixed. So they have that almost that perfect, which I wish I had. But they have that perfect, She got that money to pay off them taxes and bounce, girl. Child.
She was bankrupt?
She owed taxes. She owed taxes. Just like Salt. Remember, Salt owed them taxes, and she did one more season of that reality show, baby. And you see, she did that reality show, got that money to pay them taxes, and got the hell up off of that. You know what? It's Me D. I'm mad. I am mad at you. But yeah, so I don't know, y'all. I'm ready to get off of here. Oh, thank you earlier for Rita Brown sent me a super chat. It hit like right as I was clicking off my video earlier today. So
how you doing, Rita?
what's wrong with my what's wrong with her? You're not getting none of it?
I'm happy for you.
You think you're getting some?
No, I already got some. You got pizza.
I guess you have a point. Right. No pun intended, but Kim was out of her field. You're right about that. And thank you. I did get a Cash App. I want to thank you. Y'all know I don't call out people government name, but thank you for the Cash App. You know who you are. If you in the bushes, I don't see you in the chat. But if you in the bushes, thank you. And like I said, Rita, thank you for the super chat earlier. Speaking of noses, what's with the titties on this reunion? Why would girl? Well, I don't know what it is with Nene. Nene must have just got her breasts done, because all season long Nene was trying to show us her breasts. I'm not okay. It's Me D. I don't know. I sent El Teddy on the recognizance, so I don't know what the hell he doing now, child. Oh Lord, he done sent me a link. What's going on? He done sent me a link.
Just like
JLC, a Lady P. Okay, I'll go listen to that later. Not the titties were in quarantine. Oh, y'all wrong. No problem. It's Me D.
She got a little baby, y'all.
Not Eva. They just said the titties were in quarantine.
Well, wasn't that the shame for Eva?
But Eva,
No, we can't repeat that, y'all. We gotta support her. She be messy. She be starting stuff, but that's a cold one. That's a cold one, man.
No, she needed to support them breasts. That's what she needed to support.
Stop. She got like a B cup.
Then she should have had on something because they was
She was probably popping them out.
But see, that's part of the problem that everybody think that they can go without a bra. Everybody can't go braless. I don't care how big or small you are.
I know. I don't know bra right now, but I know.
I can't do this with this child. We spoke about doing a political live. I would love to discuss Kay Harris. Oh, Kamala. Okay, Diamond Dory, just hit me up. My email is in the description box. Just hit me up. Or I could put it in the chat.
Let me know if y'all want her to call in.
Evil boobs are fine, but I won't go braless. The people won't be able to handle their child. I can't listen. Not gonna happen. What's my email, y'all? Hold on. Is it RB the podcast? I think it is. Hold on. Dang, why
I should be a manager.
RB you should be whose manager?
Yours.
I don't need a manager. What do you need to manage, Nay? What do you need to manage?
Like appearances, some of your guests, some of your show ideas, your brand.
What guests, Nay? Do you see any guests? What show ideas? What show ideas do you have for me, Nay? What show ideas?
I mean, we gotta sit down and talk about where you want to go, where you at right now, and how we can get there. I don't want to just throw something out there because we don't have no plan. If I'm just throwing it out there, I'm working for free. But if we sit down, I can customize something for you.
Okay. You know you be working for free anyway, right?
Mm-mm.
You know what? I forgot. She did just get her MBA, y'all. So I'm gonna stop laughing because she did actually just get her MBA. She did just go to school for all this shit. I'm gonna stop laughing. Might have to talk a little bit. Child. Not even needs her bra for her attitude because it needs adjusting. You know what? But yeah, Diamond Dory, I'm always ready to talk politics, child. I love politics. I can do that all day. Humor runs in the family. Oh, she's hilarious. Yeah, I think. Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm here for it. I'm here for it, Diamond. I'm definitely here for it. Okay, y'all. Let me get ready to get off of here. It's been an hour and a half. I said I was gonna do an hour, child, but I was having a good time. We was having some good conversation. Let me see what my manager says about tomorrow. You know, she. If y'all want to see more of my niece,
I need the super cash.
That's not what I was gonna say. I don't.
I got student loan.
I don't ask people for money on my channel. People give it, and that's fine, but we don't ask. What I was gonna say was, calm down. What I was gonna say was, if you want to see more of my niece, go watch my Insecure review.
The bed. Every last one of them text me. You yawn 30 seconds in. I'm tired. I gotta watch this later on. Rude. Eva Titty's got more support than me.
Even who?
Eva. Her breast.
She said Eva Titty's got more support than her. You know what? I'm not doing this with you, child. I'm not doing this with this child. Niesager, that's your name. You're my Niesager instead of Momager. You're my Niesager.
Look what quarantine created.
You just left a screaming live, Lord. Who's screaming, Diamond Dory? Who over there screaming? I'm about to get off here now and run these streets for a few minutes. Who's screaming, child?
Uh-oh.
I see El Teddy ain't been back in here, so wherever he went, honey, it must have held his attention because I sent him on recognizance and he ain't brought me nothing back yet, child. Triple Red X, okay. So they over there screaming, child. I see. Maybe I ain't gonna. Maybe I'm just gonna mind my business. Maybe I'm just gonna go watch some TV then, child. I might just go watch me some TV. What was that show y'all was telling me to go watch earlier? Maybe that's what I'm about to go do, child. I ain't entertaining these people. Anyway, thank y'all for coming through. Everybody who came through, I appreciate it. Y'all know I do. I love y'all so much. Definitely make sure y'all know y'all checking out the rest of the Trade Your Family, Jay the Nerd, Abby Reviews, El Teddy 27. You know we got the Just Us League. Giving you the real tea, Mr. Still Standing, the Cat's Meow, and Yes Bitch TV. Please make sure you guys are checking everybody out. And we have some stuff coming your way this week, so stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. Pizarro, Tracy, and a troll. Oh Lord, no, I'm not doing that.
Thank you for the support.
Bye, y'all. I can't do this with you.
That pizza was good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.